midst of the great Kansas prairies with Uncle Henry, who's a farmer, and Aunt Em, who was the farmer's wife.
There's a cyclone coming! Quick, run for the cellar! The Wizard of Oz by Everett Plum.
Published in 1900.
Knowledge is something that everyone seeks, some obtain in few use.
In this story, we will see a man who wants brains to be smart, then learns that knowledge comes not from brains but from experience.
The house whirled around 2 or 3 times, slowly in the air. Dorothy felt as if she was going up in a balloon. She was awakened by a shock.
The cyclone hits the house down in the midst of a country of marvelous beauty.
While she stood looking eagerly at this strange, beautiful sights,
She noticed coming towards her a group of the queerest people she had ever seen. All were oddly dressed. They wore round hats so as to a small point a foot above their heads. Little bells round the brims that tinkled sweetly as they moved.
You're welcome, most noble sorceress, to lands of the Munchkins. We are gratefully having killed the Wicked Witch of the East, setting our people free from bondage.
You are very kind, but there must be some mistake. I have not killed anything.
Your house did.
Oh dear, whatever shall we do?
There is nothing to be done. She is the Wicked Witch of the East and has held all the Munchkins in bondage for many years.
Are you a munchkin?
No, I am the Witch of the North.
A real witch?
Yes, indeed, but I am a good witch.
I thought all witches were wicked.
No, you see, that is a great mistake. In the civilized countries, I believe there's no wizards left, nor witches left, nor sorcerers, nor magicians. But you see, the land of Oz has never been civilized.
Wizards?
Oz himself, the great wizard, lives in the City of Emeralds.
Can you help me find my way? I am anxious to get back to my aunt and uncle, for I'm sure they will worry about me.
The road of the City of Emeralds is paved with yellow brick.
Within a short time, she was walking briskly towards the Emerald City.
When she'd gone several miles, she thought she would stop to rest. So she climbed on top of a fence beside the road and sat down.
Not far away, she saw a scarecrow placed high on a pole. While Dorothy was looking earnestly into the queer, painted face of the scarecrow, she was surprised to see one of the eyes slowly wink at her. Then she climbed down from the fence and walked up to it.
Good day.
Did you speak?
Certainly. How do you do?
I'm pretty well, thank you. How do you do?
Not very well. It is very tedious being all perched up here all night and day.
Can't you get down?
No, for the spool is stuck up to my back, and if you please take it away, I'd be greatly obliged to you. Thank you very much. I feel like a new man. Who are you, and where are you going?
My name is Dorothy, and I'm going to Emerald City to ask the great Oz to send me back to Kansas.
Where is the Emerald City, and who is Oz?
Why, don't you know?
No, I don't know anything. You see, I'm stuck, and I have no brains at all.
Oh, I'm awfully sorry for you.
If you've got to go to the City of Emeralds with you, that Oz will give me some brains?
I cannot tell, but you may come with me if you like. If Oz will not give you any brains, you'll be no worse off than you are now.
That is true. You see, I don't mind my legs and my arms and my body being stuffed, because I cannot get hurt. But I do not want people to call me a fool. If my head stays stuffed with straw, how am I supposed to know anything?
If you'll come with me, I'll ask Oz to do what he can for you.
Thank you.
They walked back to the road. Dorothy helped him over the fence, and they started along the path of yellow brick toward the Emerald City.
After a few hours, the road began to get rough.
And the walking grew so difficult, the scarecrow often stumbled over yellow bricks which were broken or missing.
Leaving holes that Dorothy walked around.
The scarecrow, having no brains, walked straight ahead and stepped into the holes and fell on the hard bricks.
Never heard him, however, but he joined her laughing merrily at his own mishap.
That must be the Emerald City!
As they walked on, the green glow became brighter and brighter. But yet it was the afternoon, thinking to the great wall that surrounded the city.
In front of them was a big gate.
Ding dong.
The big gate swung slowly open, and they passed through. Before them stood a little man about the same size as the Munchkins.
What do you wish?
We came here to seek the great Oz.
It's been many years since anyone has asked me to see Oz. He is powerful and terrible.
We have been told that he is a good wizard.
So he is to those who are not honest. He is most terrible. I am the guardian of the gates. Since you demand to see Oz, I must take you to his palace.
The guardian of the gates led them through the streets until they came to the palace of Oz.
Step inside. I will carry your message to him. He said he'd grant you an audience.
Thank you. That is very kind of Oz.
A little door opened, and Dorothy walked through.
In the center of the room was an enormous head without body, arms, or legs.
I am Oz, the great and terrible. Who are you, and why do you seek me?
I am Dorothy, and I've come to you for help.
What do you wish me to do?
Send me back to Kansas, where my Aunt Em and Uncle Henry are.
Why should I do this for you?
Because you are a great wizard, and I am only a little girl.
We shall have to think about that. Give me 2 or 3 days, and I shall find a way to carry you back to Kansas.
When Dorothy had left Oz,
The Scarecrow was led into a great throne room, where he saw the most lovely lady.
I am Oz, the great and terrible. Who are you, and why do you seek me?
I am a scarecrow stuffed with straw, therefore having no brains at all. Come to you praying that you put brains in my head.
You do not need them. Experience is the only thing that brings knowledge, and the longer you are on Earth, the more experience you are sure to get. I will stuff your head with brains. I cannot tell you how to use them, however. You must find that out for yourself.
Oh, thank you. I'll find a way to use them. Never fear.
Sit down in that chair, please. You must excuse me for taking your head off, but I shall have to in order to put your brains in their proper place.
Oh, that's quite alright to take my head off as long as it's a better one than you put it on again.
A measure of bran, a great many pins and needles. Hereafter you shall be a great man, for I have given you a lot of brand new brains.
He was both pleased and proud of his greatest fulfillment, of his greatest wish. Having thanked Oz warmly, he went back to his friend.
How do you feel?
I feel wise indeed. When I get used to my new braids, I shall know everything.
Why are those needles and pins sticking out of your head?
It is proof that I am sharp. For 3 days, Dorothy heard nothing from Oz. On her 4th day, to her great joy, Oz sent for her.
She saw standing a little old man with a bald head and a wrinkled face. Who are you?
I am Oz, the great and terrible.
I thought Oz was a great head, and Scarecrow thought Oz was a lovely lady.
Sit down, my dear. I think I have found a way to get you out of this country.
And back to Kansas?
Well, the first thing to do is cross the desert. Then I think it should be easy to find your way home. I've been thinking the matter over, and I believe we can make a balloon.
How?
A balloon is made of silk, which is coated with glue. Now, if you please help me sew all the silk together, we begin to work on our balloon. It took 3 days to sew all the strips of silk together, but when it was finished, they had a big bag of silk more than 20 feet long.
Then Oz fastened a big basket to the bottom of the balloon with many ropes.
When it was all ready, Oz sent word to his people that he was going to make a visit to the great brother wizard that lived in the clouds.
Oz and Dorothy got into the basket. Then, gradually, the balloon swelled out and rose into the air, until finally the basket just touched the ground.
I'm now going to make a visit. While I'm gone, Scarecrow will rule over you.
The Scarecrow was now the ruler of the Emerald City, and although he was not a wizard, the people were proud of him.
And for they said, there's not another city in the whole world that was ruled by a stuffed man. And as far as they knew, they were quite right.